and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I am Jisunga Mehta with the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds series of bilateral meetings with world leaders on the sidelines of the India AI Impact Summit. Chief Minister Nipuryo inaugurates JSW Women-Centric Business Process Outsourcing BPO in Dimapur. President Draupadi Murmu, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, reviews the International Fleet Review. And Union Home Minister Amit Shah participates in a religious function at the International Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON Temple at Mayapur in West Bengal. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a series of bilateral meetings with the world leaders on the sidelines of the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi today. The Prime Minister held a meeting with President of Spain Pedro Sanchez at Hyderabad House this morning. Both leaders discussed a wide range of issues aimed at deepening India-Spain partnership. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that key areas discussed include trade and economy, digital innovation, health, climate action and education, among others. Prime Minister Modi conveyed his appreciation for Spain's consistent support for strong India-EU relations. In a social media post, Modi said they discussed ways to boost the India-Spain friendship, especially in areas such as defense, security, technology and more. The Prime Minister also held talks with the Prime Minister of Finland, Antti Petteri Orpo. They discussed cooperation in sustainability and digitalization, AI research and ethical innovation, and how Indian talent can strengthen bilateral collaboration. Prime Minister commended Finland's efforts as an emerging innovation player in AI. Mr. Modi also held talks with President of Serbia, Aleksandar Vučić, on the sidelines of the summit. The two leaders discussed avenues to strengthen bilateral cooperation in trade and investment, AI, fintech, education, agriculture, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges. PM Modi also held bilateral talks with the Prime Minister of Croatia, Andrej Plenković. Prime Minister Modi met Google CEO Sundar Pichai, who is also in the city to attend the India AI Impact Summit.
पर्यटन और जन समुदाय के बीच आदान प्रदान जैसे क्षेत्रों को मजबूत करने पर चर्चा की। उन्होंने पारस्परिक हित के क्षेत्रीय और वैश्विक मुद्दों पर भी विचार विमर्श किया। गूगल के सीईओ सुंदर पिचाई ने हैदराबाद हाउस नई दिल्ली में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी से मुलाकात की। भारत एआई इम्पैक्ट सम्मेलन की मेजबानी कर रहा है। पीपल, प्लैनेट एंड प्रोग्रेस के सूत्र पर यह आयोजित किया जा रहा है। गूगल ने अक्टूबर 2025
The JSW Women-Centric Business Process Outsourcing BPO was inaugurated on 18th February 2026 at the Integrated Business Hub and Innovation Center, IBHIC Forest Colony, Dimapur. The initiative is a collaborative effort between the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, IDAN, and the JSW Foundation under the JSW Shakti initiative. Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Nipuryo, graced the program as the special guest, while Chief Operating Officer of JSW Shakti Foundation, Rahul Dev, attended as the honored guest. Dr. Ryo, in his address, said the inauguration marks more than the opening of a facility. It represents a new chapter in Nagaland's journey towards inclusive and technology-driven growth. He said the partnership reflected a shared vision of empowering women, strengthening skills, and creating meaningful employment opportunities within the state. Ryo stated that Nagaland's greatest strength lies in its people, particularly its youth, who are educated, adaptable, English proficient and capable of competing in today's global service economy. Rahul Dev stated that the JSW Foundation, established in 1989, focuses on health and nutrition, education, skill development, water and sanitation, rural livelihoods, sports and heritage conservation. The center, described as the first of its kind women-centric BPO facility in Northeast India, has an initial seating capacity of 150 and will provide IT-enabled employment opportunities for women aged 18 years and above. President Draupadi Murmu, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, today reviewed the International Fleet Review IFR 2026 off the coast of Visakhapatnam, underscoring India's growing maritime capability and its commitment to naval cooperation. Embarking on INS Sumedha, the presidential yacht, she inspected a formidable assembly of the 71 Indian and foreign vessels anchored along the coastline. The fleet comprised 45 Indian Navy ships, 19 visiting warships and other vessels representing the Coast Guard, Merchant Navy and research organizations, reflecting the scale and diversity of maritime participation. The review unfolded with a ceremonial steam passed by warships and submarines, precision fly past by naval aircraft, sailing vessel parades, helicopter-led search and rescue demonstrations and high-intensity combat drills by marine commandos, presenting a vivid display of operational readiness and maritime strength. Commending the Indian Navy, she said it remains steadfast in safeguarding national maritime interests while contributing to regional stability. She described the Navy as a first responder during humanitarian crises and natural disasters and a key force in the strengthening goodwill and naval partnerships worldwide. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who was scheduled to participate in a religious function at the International Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON Temple at Mayapur in West Bengal's Nadia district, arrived earlier today and also addressed a gathering on the occasion. The Union Home Minister arrives at the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport on Wednesday, and from there he flew in a special chopper to Mayapur. The leader of opposition in the West Bengal Assembly, Suvendu Adhikari, and a couple of other state BJP leaders accompanied him to Mayapur. After arriving at the temple, he paid tribute at the statue of ISKCON founder A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He further participated in several religious functions like Narsing Puja, Panchayatana Puja and Ashta Sakhi Puja, among others, before addressing a massive gathering.
भक्ति सिद्धांत प्रभुपाद जी और भक्ति वेदांत प्रभुपाद जी को मन पूर्वक प्रणाम कर कर मेरी बात की शुरुआत करना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि ये दो महापुरुषों ने ही श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने जो भक्ति आंदोलन की शुरुआत की, उसको न केवल आगे बढ़ाया, आधुनिक बनाकर युवाओं में और विश्व भर के आत्माओं के कल्याण का रास्ता प्रशस्त करने का काम किया।
Meanwhile, Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ashwini Vaishnaw inaugurated the Waves Creators Corner at Bharat Mandapam on the second day of the India AI Impact Summit yesterday. Addressing the inaugural ceremony, the minister underscored that the Waves Creators Corner serves as a strategic extension of the ministry's key initiatives, including WaveX, Waves Bazaar, and the Create in India challenges. He conducted an extensive walkthrough of the pavilion, interacting with emerging entrepreneurs from the WaveX startup cohort and senior leadership from global entities such as Adobe, Netflix, Sony, and Amazon. Vaishnaw also praised the Indian Institute of Creative Technologies for integrating artificial intelligence into creative education to equip students for evolving industry demands. The minister engaged with 51 media tech startups and challenged winners at Waves. The pavilion showcased cutting-edge AI experiences ranging from real-time game development and prompt to cinema live studios to an agentic AI-powered newsroom by Amazon Web Series and Bharat Gen, enabling automated editorial workflows. The ministry informed that the platform will continue to host expert dialogues, filmmaker masterclasses, and technical sessions by global leaders throughout the summit.
Scale problems like healthcare, like agriculture, like climate change. These are the things that we are focused here in India.
Let us now take a short break. Stay with us.
605. बदलो बदलो आदत बदलो 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 आदत बदलो। अब नजदीकी बैंक जाकर फटे पुराने नोट्स बदलिए। अगर बैंक मना करे तो आरबीआई के ओम्बुड्समैन से शिकायत करें। आरबीआई कहता है, जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back to the news, and moving on, global leaders continue to arrive in New Delhi for the India AI Impact Summit 2026. President of Spain Pedro Sanchez, Vice President of Seychelles Sebastian Pillay, and Prime Minister of Mauritius Dr. Navin Chandra Ramgoolam today arrived in the national capital for the AI Summit. In a social media post, the Ministry of External Affairs said that the visit of President Sanchez will add further impetus to the ongoing celebrations of India-Spain Dual Year of Culture, Tourism and AI. It also said that Seychelles is a close and long-standing maritime partner, and its participation in the summit offers an opportunity to harness AI for the benefit of our peoples and further strengthen our partnership.
स्लोवाक रिपब्लिक के राष्ट्रपति पीटर पेलेग्रिनी एआई इम्पैक्ट समिट में भाग लेने नई दिल्ली पहुंचे। हवाई अड्डे पर उनका स्वागत केंद्रीय मंत्री जितेंद्र सिंह ने किया। उनके इस यात्रा से भारत और स्लोवाकिया के बीच संबंध और मजबूत होंगे। इस दौरे से दोनों देशों के बीच सहयोग और नई तकनीक के क्षेत्र में साझेदारी को बढ़ावा मिलेगा।
India and the United Kingdom on Tuesday launched the India-UK Offshore Wind Task Force aimed at accelerating cooperation in offshore wind development as part of their broader clean energy partnership under Vision 2035. Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy Prahlad Joshi addressed the launch event in the presence of UK Deputy Prime Minister David Lammy and British High Commissioner to India Lindy Cameron. Describing the initiative as a trust force, Joshi said the task force reflects mutual confidence between India and the UK to address execution challenges in offshore wind development. He stressed the need for the time-bound work streams, measurable milestones and outcomes aligned with Indian conditions. The minister said the task force has been constituted under Vision 2035 and the 4th India-UK Energy Dialogue to provide strategic leadership and coordination for building India's offshore wind ecosystem. While the UK brings experience in scaling offshore wind and developing mature supply chains, India offers scale, long-term demand and a rapidly expanding clean energy market, he noted. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has outlined an ambitious vision for India's role in the global artificial intelligence revolution, declaring that the country should be among the top 3 AI superpowers globally by the time it celebrates 100 years of independence in 2047. He made the remarks during an exclusive interview with ANI as the 5-day India AI Impact Summit 2026 is underway in New Delhi, the first global AI summit of its scale to be hosted in the Global South. In a post on X, PM Modi said, and as India hosts the AI Impact Summit in Delhi, I've shared my thoughts on the transformative potential of AI, the role India can play in the AI revolution, and more in this interview with ANI. The Prime Minister stressed that artificial intelligence must remain human-centric, inclusive and development-oriented, guided by the civilization ethos of Sarvajan Hitaye, Sarvajan Sukhaye, welfare and happiness for all. An allocation of 5.01 lakh crore rupees has been earmarked for the welfare of women and girls in the gender budget statement for the current financial year, reflecting an 11.55% increase over 4.49 lakh crore rupees in the previous financial year. Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman presented the Union Budget 2026-27 with a significant rise in the gender budget allocation. The Ministry of Women and Child Development informed that the share of gender budget in the total Union budget has increased to 9.37% in the current financial year from 8.86% in the previous financial year. It also said that a total of 53 ministries and departments and 5 union territories have reported allocations this year, compared to 49 ministries and departments and 5 UTs last year, marking the highest reporting since inception. The ministry informed that 4 new ministries and departments have reported allocations in the current fiscal. Now let us take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 11 degrees Celsius. while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Mongkokchung had a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 11 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. Zinebuto had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
To the end of this evening's bulletin. Good night.